Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Was too busy to do the astrology report for yesterday. For it, I needed to do some work, especially on me. There's a lot of interesting energies for if that happens to you, use it in there. There was this energy as the moon was joining and passing into the north node, and that energy that came from Pisces in there. I felt that energy as the baby finally get that rest to sleep to so on in there. So I really took that energy was a regeneration. Now energy, it's kind of like a regenerates the inner power within the soul. I was using that energies in there. Pretty beautiful. If you have to go out there and explain that energy, it's gonna be so empowered, but it kind of like refills your primary life battery, which is that what the moon actually did in there as it's passing through for. We're going for a full moon report in there, and that full moon actually is going to be really interesting, which is going to happen tomorrow for but you're going to be able to see that throughout the day there's going to be energies from left and right, up and down, roller coaster, things will surfacing, and everything that you are going to be. You're going to find new things, you're going to be understanding new things, you're going to be developing new things inside from within. So there's going to be a lot of situations that's going to be popped up, but the key point right here is when this things is too much, because this what you're seeing it right now, that is a at 9 p.m.'s energy. It's gonna be so rich with so many things, with so many powers that you are gonna have to learn to really to calm down in there. Calming down the mind, it's gonna be calming down your actions and your reactions in this energies there so rich. So you basically can pick it up what you basically will need. Yes, the intensity is gonna be so much in there as you see it. It's gonna be a lot of piled up with this, and of course with the pressure of it, the intuition is gonna be telling you what to choose. See, with that energies in there, as the moon is approaching Chiron, in there is going to be calling for that particular energies of getting yourself into the inner peace. Okay. And this is a to keep the mind calm, because too many minds, since he's too many energies, you're too much mindful about all those energies that it's going to come in. They're going to be creating this uh, kind of like internal pressures from everywhere, and you're going to be wondering how to handle it. The thing is to calm down the storm, and you understand you are the storm. You are in this storm. You're part of this storm. So as long as you know what you are from within, you're gonna be know how to navigate. If you're panic, if you are going and running around like the chicken with the head cut off with all those energies, guys, in there, you're gonna be able to really see the chaos. But by seeing the chaos and reacting with the chaos, in there is going to create what? Chaos. When you reacting and acting on the inner peace is going to be telling you what you need to work on it with, what kind of energies you need to pick up to work from within. So, with that being said, up here, I'm gonna be showing how the day is gonna go. Interesting energy, 3 p.m. Okay, pay attention on those positions. 1 p.m. Energy is gonna be also interesting there. But this is how the day is gonna begin at the same time. Seeking the balance and the midheaven will be with um, Mars. This kind of like a masculine energies or controls energies and lack of transformations, lack of this, you will be required to go someplace else. The good thing it is that as a Mercury goes on into Scorpio and the moon, it's going to be with the North Node. You're going to be able to see it of what you have to talk. You talk about the things that merit. Talk about the things that it Scorpio. Things that being this kind of like a emotional traumatic damage could be inside of you that it's buried because it's bearing where into a Scorpio. Okay. So with this intensified energies that we have at 8 o'clock, the energy is going to be calling for these cardinal needs. Okay. The moon, the north nodes, they are absolutely together at the 6 degrees of areas. In there, there are going to be some of those visions and clarity and how to get into this point of you rebuilding yourself, you healing yourself. There could be something that you are kind of like, okay, I got reborn, then I have to do things. I have to change the things in there. Interesting will be the lack of transformations. You're going to be able to see your own lack of transformations, your unhealed issues. Okay. Things is going to be really crazy if you talking about yourself without negativity. This is about Mercury squaring Pluto, and Mercury is squaring basically the midheaven in there. And with all this intensified energies, you're basically like, I don't want to talk about it. Or when you talk, you're talking a based of haste, anger, you trying to revenge, and so on. You're kind of like going within this kind of like a lower energies, which is they should be not there. Well, you have in your disposal the divine energies with the moon that it says like, here, calm down your mind and see where you're going. Leave this down. Okay. Your actions and your reactions will be monitored. And who is monitoring you? It's the universe. Uranus, divine energies towards the sun and the ascendant in there. For they are going to be working with that particular energies. So things are coming up too strong, and particularly that Neptune is also attached into the authority. That is going to be basically, I'm going to be challenge your ego to see what you looking at inside of yourself, within your mind, within your spirit, within your soul. Would you listen your soul? And this is what is going to be, are you going to be looking at into this energies that are available to you? And this is what the pressure sometimes is created so you can be at peace. Okay. All right. Talking about 9 o'clock energies, the divine energies is gonna comes in as those visions, as I'm saying it. It's gonna come into where the North Node is gonna be leading you. The North Node is working very well currently with Venus. It's working very well with Pluto. Transformations and love. Transformations about this masculine and feminine energies together with Neptune. We're talking about Venus and one sign right here. That's what Venus is. Okay, if you don't see it that much on your screen, that she's trying with Mars. She calms down Mars. She gives the love. Then Mars, and it's one way. He sees that visions. The fruit is like, okay, this is the truth. This is the real love. And then they're going into Pluto. Okay. But you facing that Pluto, you are squaring that authority, or you're opposing that healing's energies. It's not going to bring anything good. And since you have to be looking at those divine energies there, it's going to be available in there. Mercury, which is responsible for these communications inside of you, what the intuition is telling you, it's also communication for. And if you pay attention to that divine energies that they're trying to tell you the right things to do, if you choose to block that, you're going to be choose the lack of change, of transforming, finishing things properly. What I mean properly in there, it is about to be aware of your current present moment of time and not to be really putting so much into the future, but you need to have a what point of where you're going in life. And if you're not okay with that point of going in life, why you don't following the divine where it's leading you? And this is going to trigger that feedback within your mind, within the shadow, which is Mercury is in the Scorpio, that you're going to be like, you have something that you need to do. And that is a that transformations that has not been done for it. And the transformation is for awareness, guys. It's not that hard. Don't make it hard in you because into the next hour, for as you see, the divine is coming too strong. They're always helping. They're supporting you within those fights. But as the pressure that it says it build up, are you gonna be choosing that inner peace? The divine is coming and says like, okay, here we go, because sometimes when you're not looking at into the divine's energies, they are present in a current moment of time. You're choosing your own control. The ego controls everything that goes on, and this is how you really screw things up in life. And then it's like, I knew what I needed to do, but I chose to do that. Okay. And right now, with that current cardinal changes that it's coming in there, heavy, their intensity, there is in there, they're asking for one thing. Give your burdens to the divine so you can actually, you know what, divine, take these burdens from me. Divine, get to this. But that also require from within you to do some kind of like a work for the divine in there. So it has to be kind of like a give and take exchanges in these positions. And this is going to be rough moments in a way to it because of that particular energies of the full moon that it's coming. Put down pressures of me. What about me? Survival mode. You know, the codependency in there. Most of the areas they are really codependent on someone to give them to that, someone to care for them. They're the 1 year old who needs mom and dad to change the diapers, to take care of, to be hugged, and to be supported. But when you do that in there, that support begins to grow. And this is why the 1 year, the first year of the child is very important to understand the support, but also you to be kind of like looking at inside, not in the first things when the things get rough and you to cry out and you expecting someone to care for you. Okay. The greatest psychologists, they said like this: if you have a baby, if he cries about it, leave it to cry for a little bit until it calms down and understand that things are going to be fixed. But if you're going through that baby in there every time when I say, and you're right there for it, you teaching that baby that in the first way to have the expectations to seize you, and that expectations can develop these patterns in there later on, that every time you're facing something to say, someone has to come in from an outsource, and this is a lack of growth. So with that being said, you're going to be looking at inside of you about these situations. Divine is going to come from Jupiter, the growth that is going to be, the Chiron is going to be healing patterns. If you something you got wounded in there, see deeply why you bearing it those stuff within yourself. The midheaven there is at the Virgo, divine energies with the moon and a Mercury. A properly way of talks on how to heal yourself. Okay, beautiful, beautiful power, and including the divine energies that are coming from the sun and Uranus. Basically, the universe is looking your authority, what you're going to authorize. So at the same time, when you have all this, the divine is going to be challenging you. Are you going to pass the test? Um, pretty kind of like the soup is pretty good. Mixed up with this energies. Next hour, the ascendant is going to go to Venus. Uh, Look in there as Venus is rising about, it's getting out of this underworld in there. For she's looking at where the North Node. I know where I'm going to go. I've been in a rough spot. I've been in this dark moments. I've been in these situations. Enough is enough. I have to rise up. I have to be in this. I have to do my expressions. I have to say what I want to love. I already changing. I am working with the masculine energies. I understand the masculine energies in the family, and I understand what they need to develop from with me. Midheaven connecting within that energies, particularly with Venus, and we are talking about with Uranus is going to be able to help out. A lot of kites are developed at this time. For you probably don't see it, but the midheaven is in a kite with Pluto, Uranus right here, and Neptune. At the same time, there is this kite with Venus, the starting with Mars and Neptune, and it goes into Uranus. So too many things are happening in there. Too many opportunities you to be able to go ahead and heal. Okay. Too many things to see and too many things to work. You may be feeling gonna be feel exhausted. And when you are exhausted, you calm down the mind within you and you're gonna be working at the one important thing that it needs to be. Or calm down to your mind and the visions of the properties of this guidance that's going to come from above is going to come in straight to tell you how exactly to do it. Okay. But you need to calm down the inner peace within yourself. All right. Noon, the energy is gonna calm down a little bit. It's not gonna be that much intensified in there. It's gonna be paying attention to the moon. It's gonna be a little bit of pressure, but it's gonna be kind of like the calm down the storm before the storm comes in. And the storm, it's gonna show up. It's gonna come in. Ascendant is gonna be showing you that it needs expressions, and those gonna be the expressions of the moon. She's like, I saw what I need to do now. I understand what you need to do, and you're not doing it. You see, there is a difference between we know what we need to do and you not doing it. You pointing out that energies towards a person in there. And this is what it has to be understood that Sag, it is about more about the communications of we, while Gemini is more the oppositions that says me about my friends versus we as a friends. So without kind of like the ascendant that is going to be there at such, that is a why the most people who are working with arts is there. It's the expressions of what we are. We, okay? So you're gonna be having this expressions that's coming in as the next hour, which is gonna be the authority time. Same thing like in the past few days, we've been having that midheaven together with the authority with the sun. Um, you're gonna be seeing a way one authorize. But as the divine comes in there, those yards that it's coming for it, you're gonna be able like to see this, okay? And how you gonna be able to see it? I mean, currently the Venus is gonna be stopping having this trine with Mars. That masculine energies maybe they're gonna be feel abandoned, but Mars is in divine energies with the ascendant. The vision is like I see about we while Mars is working on me and the family. So you see from this personal perspective of you what you need to build. It's giving you the visions about what we can achieve. Which Mars is going to be choosing inner peace when it's at war. That is what the awareness is to calm down storms. Okay, 2 o'clock midheaven is gonna be at Scorpio. Not much going on with this time. The energy is not gonna be that much intensified in there. There is gonna be little breaks. Basically, the energy is gonna be rise and low to teach you to be flexible, liquid. Why? Mars, he needs to be learned to be flexible at the family. Okay, Mercury, it is at the water. You need to be flexible with the words you're using, with the energies that you are getting in there. Saturn and Neptune, they are both at water flexibility. But is it the moon is flexible? Are you flexible? You see those cardinal changes in there, the cardinal zodiac signs. I'm talking about Aries, Capricorn, and Libra. They learn how to be looking into duality. They learn how to be really strong, but they also learn how to be flexible. So if you have not learned how to be a flexible, now it's probably going to be those changes that comes to you as you choosing to be a flexible. Okay. Okay. Things go south. Right. Let me keep it in peace to see where they're going. There must be a reason why they're going south. And all of a sudden the thing's going north. And you're like, what the heck? They see now you have to change yourself. Okay, the thing's going north. Let's follow it. This is a lot about those switching within the energies that's gonna comes in. Yeah, changes. I mean, come on. It's like I'm following here and 10 Dio, you tell me the following over there. What the heck, Dio? Um, that's kind of goes, guys. Follow the flow within the energy as the midheaven in there reminds you about this unification between Venus and Mars. Don't forget about those masculine and feminine energies, cooperations in there, and they are coming because they want to change your perspective. As too much intense energies begins to build up all over the place, you see all these red lines in there. The transformations is the one that changed the red into blue. Okay, this intensified forces, as you see it right here. Okay, instead of having oppositions with Pluto, Mars can choose to go ahead into Neptune and goes into a Pluto. He can choose to remember it, what Venus was giving and going into Pluto. It can take the flight, right? Not only these oppositions are putting too much pressures on authority, taking that authority lead and lack of change, lack of transformations, acting from the unhealed patterns from within and decides not to change, not to heal. You see, the situations that's coming for to you to show up these unhealed patterns. And those patterns in there for they're meant to be broken. But how you break them? By you understand them. Okay, you understand them. In order to understand one machine in there, why it breaks and so on and so on, for it, you need to understand what was the root cause. Is the same thing within you. What broke in the world? What broke the emotions? What broke the changes? Okay. And seeing at this, you're going to be emerging from that because Pluto says, I'm going to be helping you. But you have to what? Be willing to transform, to willing to train, to willing to change. This is kind of like in the military when you accepting the military and they see your weaknesses for it, they break you down, then they build you up for, and that's how that is about. Okay, the new ways is going to be finding out because in the next hour, which is this is going to be at 4 p.m., the ascendant is going to be Aquarius. A lot of changes upcoming here. This could be a changes into the relationships. This could be the changes from within the world. This could be the changes that you are getting within the friendships. You're going to feel it within the air. Okay, as the moon creates this beautiful kites in there and so on, the energy begins to rise up. One of the energies is rise up, so your intensified within your body is going to come in to remind you that our body, because we were unawakened, we are awakening from within. They don't handle those kind of like vibrations, and this is why that if you cannot handle it, take time, go out, meditate. Okay, go back home, go take a cold meditation shower, sit down on the floor, let the water flows down through you, and let that water cleanse what needs to be cleaned in there. the perfect energies for this because we have a lot of things into the water. Okay, we have a Mercury, we have a Venus, we have a Saturn, we have a Neptune in there. A lot of things needs to be cleared out within the emotional field. All right, 5 p.m. the midheaven it's at Sag with Uranus, and that makes this yacht with the sun for the authority of this. It's gonna be coming to you what kind of expressions you're going to be making. And if that expression is like, you know what, I don't see myself in the future life. I don't see myself in this progress deal that you're going, this new me, this new self. You still hold on to your old self. And this is what the universe wants to see. What are you getting in there? Because the midheaven is opposing Jupiter, the lack of the growth in there, as the ascendant is at Pisces, is squaring Jupiter. But guess what? Jupiter is retrograde. It says like, ha ha ha, you haven't been learned this. You need to go back, go back, go back. And you're like, I don't know how to be friend to myself. Oh, you can learn. Oh, you can learn. And that learning is going to be coming in because the sun is a very beautiful trine with Jupiter, and Jupiter is sextiling with Chiron. Okay. Can you imagine you've been mapped of a friends of the wrong madness because of the madness from within yourself? And now you're still going on with this same pattern. And now you have to go back into your childhood memories, and you have to fix this. Okay. Because that affects what? Your relationships, Libra, the sun is there, it is the growth, and that's what midheaven sextile and the sun represents that. But who is watching you, right? Everyone is watching you. Everyone is part of the universe. Everyone is watching you. They collect information about you, and that information goes to the universe. And the universe is like, I know what they need to do. And that's how the universe is watching it through others with them. All right. 6 p.m. The midheaven is at Capricorn for a lot of work. The work needs to be done. Situations going forward and back in their ascendant is at Aries opposing the sun. Shows you what you're going to be facing as the moon gets there. Okay. The report there it's out. Okay, it is about 2 weeks report for uh, seeing that there's gonna be some stuff inside of you. But all this report, it's calling for what? Either it's gonna be a war or it's gonna be a peace, right? And if you following the peace, what are you going to do? Build and create. If you're following the war, what you're going to do? Destroy. Okay. And this is why it's so important that if you're doing any kind of like a deeper inner work, fighting your own demons inside of you, don't create a new demons that you need to fight again next time. You're going to be repeating cycle with that. Go and be taking your demons for a coffee. Ask them what they are. See them what they are. Ask them if they can change, if they can transform, and there can be turned the beauty within them. Okay, to remind you about the story about the Beauty and the Beast, Princess and the Frog. Okay, transformations, magical things can happen in there, but you have to be done what? With love. Okay, with love. As a Venus is rising in there for the universe puts her to a lot of challenges in there. And to Venus, as soon as it comes out of this Scorpio, you're going to be seeing it. A lot of people, man, I went through the roughest time of my life. Some of the people is going to be, I know it was rough and tough, but it was the most beautiful learning and awakening process within me. And now you're going to begin this new cycle in there as the moon begins to be at their positions in there to rejuvenate you. All right, 7 p.m. Energies is bubbling it up. A lot of synchronicity. It's coming. The divine is coming. You're putting things together. You've seen it, the puzzles. You know these puzzles inside of you. For there is a beautiful, 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 beautiful Uranus energies and Pluto. Midheaven is together with Pluto, helps Venus. It's helping Neptune. It's seeing the visions, it's seeing the clarity, the authority choose the universe. Okay, we're talking about this green lines right here as the authority will choose the divine. You're not choosing the divine. You don't have the inner peace. Guess what? You're missing the points of awakening and aware of what it is the proper way within you. Doing the things with peace and love. Somebody brings the war towards you, they are in the war within. And now you're aware of that war within, you can tell, bro, why don't you not peace within yourself? And don't bring this war within me. Okay? This is kind of like uh, send you a back of getting this ignorance, this adjustments in there through this hate process. And then you rising on the surface is like, why are you doing this to yourself? So there's gonna be this kind of like energies in there because as the ascendant opposing Venus is about you have self-hatred inside of you that it's reflecting to the hater out there that you're producing from within. This is a part of Scorpio. When Scorpio tagged you as an enemy, your enemy for life. A lack of forgiveness is the same thing as a Taurus. It warns you out there, don't steal my food and don't steal my money because I'm going to come after you. But also, Taurus has these energies in there that once they tax you as an enemy, oh, you're basically dead. They may see you in the street and they're just gonna blow and pass by you and they're gonna be like, this is the worst person in me. They don't know how to forgive. So this is a kind of like an energies you have to look and be watch for it. Okay. All right. 8 o'clock things calms down to a little bit. There is not much things that currently going on for as this Aquarius energies, they're telling you, you do the work, you move, you purge, you're gonna go forward. You purge, you're gonna go forward. You're accepting the new things. Because the question is, you are accepting the new things of awareness around you. That patterns in there that's happening within your mind. And this is gonna be tough challenges for some people, especially people who holds to the old. Okay, it's gonna be like, what's that? And that's gonna comes in of the holding of the old. That is a Saturn. That is a squaring the ascendant in Gemini. Okay. Yeah, I like the new ones, but I like to keep the old. You need to understand those process. You keep the old in there to preserve it. Something that you're gonna be carrying out into the journey of the future with you. But some of that, it's a trash. Something has to go. Something has to be put out for the recycle. Okay. Something has to be laid down in peace there. You have to let it go of some of the things in there. And this is going to be some challenges, but those challenges are coming. And here is these challenges at 9 o'clock. There is so much energy that I have to take like a 5 hours describing this. Okay, if there is going to be a person born with this energy at this time for it, this is going to be a person who knows how to operate anything and everything underneath the sun. Yeah, usually this is a very rich energy operating personality. Okay, for dealing with balance, but everything in there, it's got everything. Okay, he's got a divine energies towards Mars. Is a yacht from coming out to it. There is the divine energies towards the sun. There is a divine energies coming from Venus and Pluto towards the ascendant. Let's be a friends. Let's do the things with friendly advice. Meet heaven, divine energies with Mars. Okay. Too much is going on into understanding this, but it's the energies that are gonna come and they're gonna come and continue. And if you are within meditations, you're gonna be able to see for like kind of screens inside of you, the different scenarios for all this. Basically, gonna watch a little bit of this movie and gonna be like, okay, I understand. Imagine watching a little shorts about all your issues, and then one short goes away, another short comes in, another short comes in. You're gonna be able to see them. But when you are in meditation state, you're not at meditation state in there. You cannot hold on to this energies. You're just gonna go around and around with this energies, and so you're gonna be like, what the heck I'm doing? Okay, there is a too much. Yeah, and where it's too much that goes on, you have to allow it. What it's coming, what it's changing, who is fighting for one. Because some of those battles, the divine is going to be taking care of. Okay, they're going to be working on the fields. It's kind of like if it's an outside interference that it's coming towards you, they're going to be working on that outside interference to be taken. Okay, this is a divine's purpose. That's their job. It's not your job about that. Your job is you. You to handle you, your responses, your actions is in there, and to understand what your actions will cause. Okay. So these energies can leading to so many things, but it's coming to the point of that full moon that's gonna come in tomorrow. Okay. That full moon is going to trigger the war within you all over the place. But I hope you get the training today so you actually learning to be flexible and stay in peace during the war. Being stoic, withstanding. You're like this mountain into the sea that is unbreakable. And now there is this hurricane passing through and you're still standing there because you choose to stand there. You choose to be you. You choose not to fight because during the fight you're breaking. You can either break yourself or break the ones, the loved ones within around you. And this is going to be these challenges in there, particularly as you guys know, this 11 o'clock energies, this with Neptune for it is the divine. It's going to comes in into your subconscious. It's going to be like here is a problem, here is the solutions. And you're gonna be for every solutions you're gonna be able to bring. I can fix this that way, I can fix that way, I can fix, everything in there. But if you're overwhelmed within yourself, you get this too many minds. Okay. You are mindful about this situation, you're mindful about that situation, you're mindful about this, you're preoccupying your mind. Guess what? Your mind will block. All of a sudden it's going to have this completely block in there. But when you calm down in there, it's like, okay, what is this situation? Okay, I'm seeing it. Okay, next. So it's like, you already know how that sometimes within your life, when you're too busy and you have so many things, it's kind of like the time stops, right? And you're able to finish everything. And you're wondering, what kind of magic is this? That magic it is because you don't have a mind. That magic is when you only do the work. But when you are mindful, you stop for a second, you're thinking about the other problem compared to what you're supposed to do, then the time it's kind of like prolonging, you don't have time to complete things. Here is that energy that is gonna comes in right now at 11 o'clock, it's gonna help you out. If you choose against Mars, I'm tired of talking about this Mars, but we are going to be talking about this Mars in the next few months. So might as well get used to it. Might as well actually get yourself and control that Mars. Take a look at what you have at Cancer. Okay. where is the cancer falls off in your chart, because that's going to point you out what you're going to be dealing with in the next 6 months. So it is what it is in there. But the most important is what I want to give you an advice is today's energies in there. You keep calm, really. Keep the calm, choose the divine, choose the inner peace. That's going to help you how to navigate into this. Okay, this happened. Okay, and let's see. It's important, highly important. Look at your priorities, and then you start doing it. But with peace, not with the war. Because we begin with the war, and with you, you're not going to be able to achieve so many things. Okay, guys. Hopefully that report helps you in there. Thank you. Thank you for the great comments, guys. And I will see you at the next time. Okay. If you any of you need some help in there, you can go ahead and write us an email. Appreciate you guys and be love, be at peace.